today we're gonna be talking about the Super-Conq, or hold down tanks. Um, this is really an easy um, tank to play. A hold down tanks. It's really easy to be a top player in one of these tanks because if you know how to work the ridge, you're gonna be fantastic. And over here, I'm playing my Super-Conq, and basically we are trying to win the game as usual. You know, like everybody wants to win the game. So the first thing I did is try to get to a hold down position. Right now, I'm not in a hold down position. I went to a flat spot. So let's look over here right now. This is a flat spot. This is where I'm not hold down, right? The one, you know, if we make a big line over here, this is not flat. This is all flat. So if I go over there, my lower blade will be exposed to everybody sitting back here, and that's one of the things I don't want happening. So what I want to do is I want to get on this ridge. So when they beak out from over here, they need to overextend, so the guy behind me can shoot them also. So let's look over here what happens. Of course, this guy's ammo rack messes up the thing. I have to overextend. And now I'm in a hold down position. Of course, I suck at shooting, so don't. Okay, so basically, I'm trying to get myself on the ridge a little bit, one by one, where I can shoot them and in the same time have a hold down position. This E5 is having a hard time with me. He's not even trying to look at me. He's just looking at my teammate over here, Squish. And I'm basically shooting the guys wherever I peek. They can do nothing to me. Why? Because I'm in a hold down position where I'm in front line. It doesn't need to be a hell for you to be a hold down tank. It just needs to be not flat area where you're hold down and your lower plate is not exposed to the enemy. We're getting some shots over here on the T95 and the E5. Of course, I'm getting them out. Which we better track that guy. I feel sorry for him. And we keep going with shooting them without them trying to shoot me. Like I don't think they. Like I'm already at 5k damage and nobody even tried to shoot me. You know? Just really bad for them. And you know, this is one of the things, guys. This area, I don't see anybody playing. Especially with the hold down tank, they get scared. Oh, I'm gonna go get in a flat area where I can't hide my hull and I'm gonna get penetrated over and over again. No, you can get on top of here and just start shooting them if they start beaking this or start beaking that. It is really an easy thing, and you can keep doing it over and over again with any map. Basically any map where you can be a hold down position is a good map for your Super-Conq. Now let's keep going. And over here, there's two tanks in front of me, and that's where I made my mistake a little bit. I knew there would be a cannon panzer behind, but I really didn't want to. I really wanted to get the damage. You know, I had 5k damage, almost 6k. I just wanted to get, you know, that extra damage in. Yeah. Over here, there's a cannon panzer, if you can see. Kept shooting me, and I couldn't really do nothing about it, and I couldn't spot him, and he really started pissing me off. And yeah, I finished these two tanks. I still want more damage, so I keep taking fire from that cannon panzer. I think he started shooting someone else since you know, he thought it's a little bit harder now to shoot me. over here, I'm using the terrain to get in cover from that kind of barrier. So even though he moved, over here, I'm in cover from basically all their tanks. Because if we look over here, guys, for a second, there's one tank over there, one tank over there, one tank over there, and one tank over there. And then the T-30 also has cover, and then I have two tanks in front of me. If one of these guys peek, he's gonna probably get shot by two of these guys. There's about 6 guys covering me. If I took that route where that 140 is taking, yes, he's in cover right now, but he probably lost a lot of HP to get over the tracks. So it's basically better to move with the terrain, you know, like look at your map, see where the enemies are, take the safest route you can take, where you, especially going with a slow tank. Slow tanks are not particularly fun to maneuver on the battlefield. So yeah, it's basically take the safest route you can think of. If this was a different situation where that, let's say our 257 was an enemy tank, I wouldn't have to this route because I know he was gonna beak and shoot me from over there, and I probably could not spot him. Let's continue with our battle. Of course, that guy beaks and nobody shoots him. You know, that's ironic. But he bounced me off, so it wasn't really a big deal. And I go over here, and I thought I'm in a hold down position, and I typically I forgot that this Phase 1 has a lot of depression, and I should have been more down there, but you know, I wanted damage, so I said, you know what, let's go get the damage. Don't make that mistake. Just go for your save your HP. You need to have as much HP as you can, right, guys? I start going down. I don't want to die yet. I missed that shot, of course. And you know, I keep using my depression over here. He couldn't shoot me this time just because I went a little bit downside the hill, so I can use I hide my hole. And that's how you want to use your tank a lot of time. That cannon Panzer, I hated him, so I was gonna shoot him with the HE round, and I actually did. He took a 550. He deserved it, to be honest. He's the one that killed me in this battle, and it wasn't really fun. Nevertheless, it was really a fun game. I did 8K in this game just because I use this terrain to my advantage. Nobody could really shoot me with a hold down position. They shot everybody else except me. I was the hardest one to shoot. It's because a lot of things I was hiding the hole. I had the teammates behind me. I had map awareness. I was shooting them and not missing a lot of shots, and so on and so forth. And you want to do this a lot with your tank. This is another battle, guys, and over here, same thing. I'm using terrain. I wouldn't recommend what I did at the start of this battle, and this is going up to the right side, just because it's not usually that easy to go up there. There is probably someone looking at you when you're going, but if you looked at my map, most of them didn't even try to come up, and they stayed back. So over here, I went up here just in case I get some shots. You wanna always get some shots in the start of the battle. And I had that T49 that took 800 from the other T49. It wasn't fun for him, to be honest. And I looked at the map. Nobody was really over here till now. It was empty, so I was thinking about pushing that line since nobody was over there. But as soon as I beaked, oh, guess what? That was a mistake. And of course, you always want to think that there's someone sitting back sniping as usual in this game. Like, everywhere, there's someone sniping. I tell my teammates that there's a surf sitting back there, so be careful. And I start thinking, what can I do about this game? Well, how can I use my tank effectively? Because usually 3 REs on this map is a stalemate. We're gonna sit here for the next 12 minutes doing nothing, maybe shooting 1 or 2 shots, and that's pretty much it. I load my gold rounds. I'm a noob, you know, and I'm thinking about jumping. Like, I'm thinking about really jumping down there. It's gonna be really fun if I jump down there. So, and I can use my tank as a hold down position. I tell my team that there's nobody sitting back there at the 0-9, and I just go take the matters in my hand. It's probably not safe also to display. It's not usually like that. When if it's empty at the 0-9 line, I would say go, but most of the time it's not. I start harassing this mouse. It was fun, shoot him. Thank you, mouse, for letting me shoot you. And you know, S.Conq is just way too good for this battle. Again, they can shoot me. They try, but they fail. I keep shooting them over and over again. Over here, I almost made a mistake. I see that there's a sharp dart that just got spotted other than the bad chat back there in 909, but I didn't really pay attention to it, and that's a little bit map awareness. I should have paid more attention. Just I need to get more cover, so I need to go more to the right side so I can get in cover. They start falling back, so this is basically for us. I start after I get shot. Of course, I get in cover. It was too late for the RV to shoot me, to be honest. So it's really empty over here. We probably won this side by me doing this move, just because there was nobody sitting back there. Keep going, fighting. I'm waiting for this. Yep, he got tracked. He's dead. He can't really do nothing to me right now. Back up a little bit so he can have a shot on my lower plate. He can't anymore because he can have enough depression backwards. Keep shooting him in the lower back so I can keep tracking him, and he can't really shoot me. And now he's dead. It's pretty much really easy. It's friendly tank to play the S.Conq. It just, you need to use the terrain to your side. The less you use it, the faster you're gonna die. You know, like you need to use it effectively so you don't really have a lot of problems with your tank. It's pretty much easy. It's like that with 60 TP, S.Conq. I wouldn't say the E5. E5 is useful sometimes, but the big commander hatch on top of it, it's not fun. You know, like, come on, we're gaming. Like, it's a big weak spot. Even in the first battle, he couldn't really do anything to me. And what else is a hold down? Kranwagen also. All of them can do the same thing, just like the chieftain. But all you need to do is have a hold down position where you can shoot everybody. Battle's almost over, so yeah, it's pretty much the end, and it was a nice game, and I got lucky a little bit to get that spot. I usually don't have that much luck to get that spot, but of course, you know, you get some luck in some battles, and yeah.